Propagating, or are we on? We're propagating. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. It's a mic check, man. It's a mic. Whoa! Somebody shooting at me. They want to partake in battle royale. Where you at, fella? Where you at? See, now you're gonna go and hide. Oh, I see you. I see you. I see the fella. I seen him. But he ran. He ran. You see, he wants to shoot Coach in the back. In the back, bro. Cowardly lion. All right, we got a mic check, Doubles. We're live. Look at this fool. He's still shooting at me, Doubles. What the heck is wrong with this guy? Come on, man. Come on, fellow. Come on, fellow. What's the matter, fella? Bada bang! Oh, you rifted! Oh, I see you rifted, son! Where'd you go, son? Where'd you go, son? Where you going, bruh? Bruh, where you going? Where you at? What happened? You shooting my plane, right? Uh-huh. Well, hop on. Well, hop on. Billy Bad, where you at, Billy? Where you at, Billy? What happened, bro? You didn't like that, right? Oh, okay. I'm just checking, bruh. Bruh. Yo, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house. And this is another one of those friendly episodes of Power Hour, baby. I was gonna say Michael Cat Mornings, bro. I was just about ready to say Michael Cat Mornings, bro. I know that is your thing. It's your thing, bro. That is your thing. Yo, I really wanted to get the gingerbread boy. Because he was annoying me. He annoyed me, Doubles. He was being Billy Bad, and then I took 90 shield off of him. Another 30 watt. You know what I'm saying? Another 30 watt. You know? You know what I'm talking about, bro? Mm-hmm. And then he just said, I can't deal with it. I made a mistake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is an episode called Power Play, where we do a combination of Power Out. Somebody just took the rift. A Power Hour and Power Play, right? Oh, I should explain that again. Beep. Try it again. It's another episode of Power Play, which is a combination of getting decompressed from the morning trading by playing some Fortnite and getting dubs for the community, and reviewing the market movers, the top gainers, and seeing whether or not they're going to have some juiceation for some Power Hour movement. That's the power portion of the show, Doubles. You know what I mean? So we got Power Hour being reviewed and dubs for the community. Fortnite dubs for the community. Oh my goodness, oh my gracious. Oh my gracious, Doubles, oh my gracious. I can't believe it. Wow. I should take that, bro. I think I'm going to take that, bro. Let's get a share party going on. Let's share it up, Doubles. Share it up. Tell them to share it up, Doubles. Let's go. Yes, sir. We're going to do some review of some songs pretty soon. But first, we're going to try to get the dub for the community. Because that's what we do, bro. I'm telling you, bro. What did I do? I try to get a dub for the community. Wow. Let's get a share party. Let's get to the first 100. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, y'all got to do it. I'm telling you. It's the right thing to do. At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money, and of course you're going to want to follow us on x.com at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money, and of course we also live stream on Twitch at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money, and we're on PayPal. Not PayPal. What the heck am I trying to say? You know what I'm talking about, bruh. You know what I'm talking about, bruh. Twitch. That's it. We're at Twitch, bruh. We're at Twitch, bruh. I don't know, man. I'm like, I don't know, tired. DBL moms didn't make coffee for me. I don't know. She didn't make the coffee. You know what I'm saying? She didn't make the coffee, Doubles, you know? Alright. Alright, I have to, like, make sure that I don't get, you know, shit in the back of your hand, you know? I don't want to get shit in the back. That guy made me lose my plane, bro. I'm very angry. You're not gonna like me when I'm angry. You're not gonna like me when I'm angry. No, Doubles. No. No. What is that? What is that? What is going on here? What is that, bruh?
What's that?
That's the ugliest house I ever seen, bruh.
What's that, brother?
Bruh, what are you doing, man? Come on now. You gotta do better than that. That house don't look right. Whoa! Doubles, whoa! What's going on with this fella? What is going on? Yeah, I got that portion of the show, bro. He's not using the plane. He's using the thing that burn up my mats, bro. What are you doing? I got to. I'm gonna mess this guy up, dude. Can't believe he did that. I can't believe it. You know what, bro? I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it, bro. I'm outie. He's pushing. I'm outie, bro. I'm outie. Yeah, no. You know what, bro? No. I'm gonna rock him, but I gotta do it on my terms. He got me by surprise, bro. And he's chasing, bro. Watch that. He's chasing. Watch that. He's chasing, bro. Bro, this guy was brutal. Oh, that angers me so much, bro. Doesn't matter, man. It's just I didn't have a chance to get him. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. That annoyed me. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, bro.
This guy wakes up.
Nah, but I could have beat this guy.
This guy wakes up and doesn't touch grass, right?
Yeah, I know. He's probably like just lives and dies on the video game. I should have beat this guy, bro. That's just wrong. But let's talk about some stonks, man. Let's look at PCSA moved quite a bit today, but it was very choppy. You could see right over here the movements were into halts after halts after halts. I want to watch this guy get eliminated. By the way, I'm just saying. So yeah, because he's definitely not good, but he got me by surprise, and he just look at this. He's it looks like a controller player too. Yeah, you got aimbot, bro.
You got the free aimbot.
But I mean, he just pushed and kept pushing it.
They call it aim assist.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, so anyhow, it's double topping right now, so I don't like that. But again, we are at 1:39 p.m. and we still have quite a bit of time before power hour comes in and volume comes in, right? So we're going to see a lot more volume come in as we get closer to the 3 p.m. time slot. So right now, it's not so unusual, if you will, that these stocks would be relatively low in volume and not necessarily moving, but this definitely looks like a potential irregular double top. I don't like that. The 9 EMA is below the VWAP, so I want to see that 9 EMA get above the VWAP. We'll check back on PCSA. Not really loving the way it looks. Let's take a look at ATPC. And let's get a share party going on. All right, so this stock right here is trying to break VWAP. It's one of the inexpensive stocks. It's 15 cents, so it's going to be quite erratic. It did have a nice run up to about 18 cents earlier, pre-market, dipped considerably, and now is trying to make its way back up. This stock has been popping up for the past couple of days. A very volatile and crazy stock, but you know that if you catch it at the right time, I guess you could make some money on it. But I think there's easier ways to make money. Make money. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's go take a look at YCBD. I think this is a cannabis based stock that is obviously moving because Donnie over there is thinking about changing the categorization, I guess. Is that what it is? That's what he's doing?
Into Schedule 3.
Schedule 3, there you go. That's what he's looking to do. Schedule 3, you know? He's trying to do a Schedule 3, right? So that stock is basically trending upward, definitely trending on the upward trend, but also quite choppy. I mean, there's no specific news pertaining, as far as I could tell, pertaining to the company itself. It's just the overall sector has been moving up based on speculation of that changing of the category, right? So that's what's going on with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at VYNE. It had news. It's a bio stock, right? And it ran quite a bit, sub-dollar, very volatile. It ran quite a bit until it almost, it didn't round trip, but it came down pretty hard. And now it too has an irregular double top. You got a top over here and a top over here with the sell-off. And the 9 EMA continues to dip downward. It's also showing an RSI that is favoring sellers because we're getting closer and closer to oversold, right? Oversold. So that's the story with this particular stonk right over here. This particular stonk, right? And what was the news? The news was that the company announced it entered into a definitive merger agreement, but it wasn't enough to keep the stop going. Did he get clapped? I missed it.
Yeah, flicked.
Oh, great.
The rocket launcher.
Yeah. I love it.
Good.
I love it. He wasn't good, bro. He just, he just kept pushing. He got me by surprise, and he kept pushing. You know what I mean? He was a little thirst ball, little thirst ball. It's okay. But my champion is right here. My champion took this person out. That, I can tell you the guy's not good. He just kept pushing and pushing. If you are chasing someone all around the map, you're not really concentrating on trying to win the game. Sorry. I've done it. I'm not going to lie. I have done it myself, but that's only if somebody pisses me off usually, Yeah. So anyway, VYNE. Now this is an interesting stock, Doubles. Give you an idea of how these stocks operate. So way back when, about 4 or 5 years ago, VYNE showed up as a stock, right? And it was like everybody was talking about it because a large hedge fund had bought an interest in it. The stock was selling at the time for about $4 or $5. Make a long story short, all that hype, the stock ended up going down dramatically, and you could see that right now it's under $1. So these companies, a lot of these companies have shelf registrations and they dilute, so it finds it very it's very difficult for them to hold their price because of that. And regardless of what hedge funds buy a company and so on and so forth, you don't know why the hedge fund's necessarily buying it. So just because a hedge company buys into one of these small cap stocks doesn't necessarily mean that this stock is going to go up in value. And a lot of people that are new to the game, they hear something like that. XYZ company bought into ABC companies, bought shares in ABC company, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of new people think, I should buy it. I'm going to hold it and so on and so forth. And I guess that's a strategy for some people, but I have found it to be quite misleading. Also, when you hear that different analysts are giving price points on the stock, right? Like the, ABC company has given a price point for the stock to reach $35. So what? So what? What is it? What does that necessarily mean? It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Just because an analyst gave a price point doesn't necessarily mean that the stock's actually going to really, truly hit that price point. So that's something that I gandered as I, through my journeys in the stocks. Doubles. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So let's get a share party going on. Let's go to over 100. We're at 83 right now. Let's get to 100, then 200. Let's get to 200 after that. and we'll go continue to take a look at some other stocks. So that's the story with VY, and he's selling off, needs to really start to turn back up over here, needs to turn back up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's at Coach Nick Money. X.com is at Coach Nick Money. Also, you'll notice in the pinned comment and in the description, we have a link for a 4-day trial for our Discord community for $9.99. Go ahead and click that. You'll have access not just to an incredible community, a supportive community, our support and assistance as well. Not just that, but in addition to that, you'll also have access to the custom scanners that we spent a tremendous amount of money on to assist our community members, right? They run pre-market, regular hours, and after hours. We have market mover scanners, which is what you're looking at right now. We're sharing it with you on the left side of the screen. In addition to that, we also have breakout scanners and also search features to find news that's relevant to these stocks so you know what the catalysts are. We also have links in this particular scanner that you're looking at that also gives you additional information about the stock. So not only the news and press releases, but also filings, as well as much more data that would be helpful. So you have access to that. And again, it's pre-market, regular hours, and after hours, not just doubles, not just regular hours. And it provides the float, which is a key element in determining what the rotation with volume and float is, right? Because you need to know how large of a float there is to know how many available shares there are to trade, so that you can take into consideration whether or not the amount of volume is accurate. So for example, if you look at PCSA on our scanner, you'll see that the volume is 30 million, but the float is 56 million, right? So obviously there's not as enough interest in the stock to get the volume to be greater than the float, and it's moving up, and it moved up on relatively low volume. Even though there was news, the attention wasn't there, but because there was enough volume, the percentage went up, but it was a choppy ride all the way up. Okay, so these are the type of things you want to know when you're trading. I found that very helpful as I learned more and more about trading when I first started trading many years ago. All right, so the right tools are important. It's more than just knowing if the price action's above VWAP or below VWAP. That's important, but it's not enough. Whether or not a particular chart formation is happening, that's important, but it's not enough. You need to learn more than just that, in my humble opinion, ladies and gentlemen. So that's my public service announcement for the community. Doubles, All right, let's go and take a look at MGRT. MGRT, let's pull it up. MGRT, let's get a share party. Let's go for 200. We're over 100. Thank you very much, folks. You guys are incredible, baby, incredible, I tell you. Okay, so you have significant resistance at around $8.35. VWAP is at 780. The price action is at 711, and it looks like it's dipping downward, and we can see that the RSI is pushing downward to oversold. Volume obviously dipping since we are in a slower period of time. Hopefully we'll see some volume come in as we get closer to power hour, and we'll see a curl upward by the 9 EMA and the price action, and ultimately a piercing of the VWAP to move upward. But right now it looks bearish, and it looks like it's continuing to pull downward. And also, when we look at the chart for MGRT, it is a 4 million float stock, which is a low float, but unfortunately there's only 1 million in volume, so the volume just never really made it in to this particular stock. Let's take a look at JMG. It's trending upward. JMG is trending upward. Okay, it is a 12 million float stock. You could see that on the custom scanners that we're sharing with you from the Discord. But it too has very low volume. You can also see that on a scanner of 614,000 shares. 614,000 shares. So there's not a heck of a lot of volume. I don't see any recent news. There was news on Thursday of last week if an 8K was filed, but nothing recent. So just not enough volume on this particular stock, but it is trending upward and it is up 30% for what it's worth. So we'll keep an eye on it. It's on the scanner. MDLN, also on the scanner. Their shares are trading higher. It just IPO'd literally today. So it kind of took off as soon as it IPO'd, made it kind of difficult to trade. So unless you pre-bought it, it would have been kind of hard to get into. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if there's a pullback and if it stabilizes, but IPOs can be very challenging on the day that they actually IPO, right? So we'll see what happens. GVH, 1 million float stock, very low float, but only 412,000 shares exchanging hands. It is up 28%. It's generally trending upward, but you could see that it's starting to lose some of that low momentum even more, and the 9 EMA is starting to pull towards the VWAP. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's go back and take a look at the top gainers again. PCSA.
PCSA.
All right, so this is below VWAP, needs to break VWAP. ATPC, this is the very inexpensive stock just below the 15-cent mark and the VWAP. YCBD, the cannabis play, YCBD. Still in that general upward trend, moving on the rumor of the changing of category by the president, VYNE. This stock basically fell apart. ISPO just popped up again on the scanner. Let's take a look at it. So it looks like a merger situation, basically. That's usually what when you see a flat line like that, that's usually some kind of a merger. And the news is that it's going to be acquired for $4.27. So this is not particularly interesting at all, actually. I guess I'll keep an eye on YCBD. Not particularly loving it, but it is trending upward and it is up 62%. CCCF on X is asking PCSA also, when is Donald Trump talking his speech? When is he doing his speech? Well, we'll take a look at PCSA, and also his speech is going to happen at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's happening tonight. My understanding is he plans on talking about his what he claims to be his successes, I guess, right? So he's going to talk about the successes of his presidency over the past year and his accomplishments from his perspective. And I guess, I don't know, maybe he'll talk about Venezuela, which is being blockaded right now. That might be something that he'll talk about. And maybe he'll talk about inflation or his perception of whether or not there is inflation. I'm just guessing, not really sure. But it's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking at PCSA, it has formed what appears to be a pennant, which is a bull pattern, right? So here's the resistance on the top part of the pennant. Here's the support on the bottom part of the pennant right here. Okay, and it obviously just needs to break this resistance, but it's been moving on relatively light volume. The stock has 56 million shares, and it's moving on only 30 million volume. So you could see when it initially went up, you could see that it would gap and halt. So it was moving very quickly price-wise, but not necessarily with a lot of volume. So that's my concern with it, but we'll keep an eye on it. It had preliminary phase 2 data showing that its drug increased cancer killing metabolite exposure while maintaining comparable safety. So that's the story behind it. Yeah. All right. I think we had someone from X share the stream. Is that what just happened? Thank you very much. I'm not sure what the name is, but thank you very much. HWQN. What is it? Okay, well, thank you for sharing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so that's the story. That's what we got going on so far. Let's get a share party. All right,
Yeah,
we're gonna let these stocks cook a little bit because it's still early. Okay, it's 1:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we still have an hour and 5 minutes. None of these stocks are looking terribly great just yet. This isn't a pennant, but it's kind of struggling to get over VWAP, and YCBD is channeling up, and it is a CBD, CBD company, and that's obviously moving on the rumor of the changing of cannabis category, right? So YCBD, keep an eye on this. I mean, it keeps channeling upward. It's up 64%. We'll keep an eye on PCSA. It's in a pennant formation, but again, it's still early, low volume. A lot of low volume, I mean, it's power hour, right? We still got over an hour before power hour. All right, so let's go get a dub for the community in the meanwhile. And if you have questions on any particular stocks that you want us to look at, or you have any questions in general, go ahead and put it in the chat. We'll do our best to answer it for you. Why not? Why not? Doubles, right? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. What I found is that whenever Trump gives a speech, the market tends to pull back and wait to hear what he has to say. So you generally have lower volume when that happens. We had that happen yesterday as well when the employment reports came in. They weren't terrific, so it kind of slowed the market down. But here's the thing, you don't need a whole bunch of stocks to trade every day. You know what I mean? You just need to catch the right one, in my opinion. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I like to find the right ones, and if it means I gotta wait, I wait. I mean, the biggest mistake I made when I was first starting out is I thought that I had to constantly trade. And, what a lot of people say is, that they have to, they have to make a certain amount of money every day, and that's not how the market works. I mean, the market doesn't care how much money you need to make. It's not, it's not like getting a job and you're going to make 100 a day, 200 a day, 500 a day. Not like that. Stock market is more like an ebb and flow of the ocean, right? There could be big waves where there's big opportunities, and then there's it could be kind of like slow where there's not a lot of opportunities. And what I found is if I try to push it when I shouldn't be pushing it, man, I overtrade and I lose money. So you gotta, I think you gotta develop a sense of when to push it and when to just chill out and wait. I mean, when you're seeing a lot of stocks running and there's a lot of volume, I tend to open up more in situations like that, and I'll take more trades, and I'll push the issue more. But if I'm seeing that there's a pullback, or if I know that a politician is going to give a speech, or this guy from the Federal Reserve is going to give a speech, and so on and so forth, I'm going to watch and see what happens, because I know that that's what a lot of other people are doing. And if a lot of people are just chilling out and watching, you just don't have the volume to push the price action up the way you want it to go. You know what I mean, Doubles? You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm saying, Doubles. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy. Anywho. Alright, so that's the story, man. So watching the slow meandering YCBD. Let's check in on the bull pennant over here of PCSA. PCSA. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Why does it always do that? Come on, man. I don't know. This is so annoying. There we go. All right. So it's still in a pennant. All right. It's still in a pennant situation. All right. I don't have great weapons doubles, but I'm going to use it. gonna shoot. I knew it, bro. Where you at, fella? Down below. Let's see. There goes the fella. Okay, that didn't go well for you. What happened, bro? Didn't go well for you, bro. What happened, bro? You decided to be Billy Bad. How'd it go for you? How'd it go for you, bro? You mess with the bull, you get the horns, baby. I was minding my own business when you decided to be a silly bird. I was trying to get this guy over here, too. Yeah? Now the guy left. You see? You messed me up, fella. What's wrong with you, man? People could be so disruptive, I tell you. I don't like that, Doubles. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, Doubles. I don't like it. Right? Anywho. It is what it is, right? Look at this. Look at this mess over here. A mess. It's a mess, I tell you. It's a mess. A mess, I tell you. My goodness, what the heck happened here, bro? Holy Toledo. I'm gonna leave here, man. I'm gonna leave, Doubles. I'm just gonna leave. It's just too much of a mess over here. Alright, so anyway, we're looking at PCSA. It had Phase 2 news. It's a biotech, but it moved on relatively low volume. It's a heavy floated sock at 56. Ah, enemy. Enemy, enemy, enemy! Oh, migration!
Oh, migration!
The poor fella! Oh, migration. Oh, my. I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I didn't eliminate him sooner. You know what I'm saying, Doubles? I'm just saying. Huh. I'm just saying, Doubles. Where's my plane? Where's my plane at, bruh? Where's my plane at, bruh? Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Somebody take my plane, bro. Did they take my plane? I don't know. They must have took my plane, bro. Ooh, look, company! I love me some company! Where you at, fella? Fella, where you at, fella? Man, everybody has trash weapons. What the heck, bro? I'm gonna get out of here, bro. This is insane, bro. You know? I lost my plane, bruh. I lost my plane, bruh. I lost my plane, bruh. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before I was rudely interrupted. Right? I was rudely interrupted, Doubles. All these clowns. What? Another one? Another one! Another one! Another one! Come on, come back there! Come on. Oh, no. Don't take my limb, bruh. Man, bro, what's going on over here?
There you go.
What's going on over here, Doubles? What's going on? I tell you, I don't understand it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. Migration. Oh! What are you doing? Mannaggia miseria! Disgraziato, where you at? Cornuto. What are you doing? What are you doing to the Coach Meister? I don't get it, Doubles. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna just keep on trucking, bro. I'm just gonna go over here and... Oh, right there, bro. Look. Oh, Billy Bad. I saw him, bro. I found Billy Bad, bro. I found him, bro. Did you see him?
Bro,
Did you see Billy Bad? I just saw him, bro.
Billy Bad.
He went to that house, bro.
Probably waiting for you in the trap there.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go... I'm gonna go over here, bro. I wish I had a better AR, bro. I'll be honest with you, bro. Come on. Where is... I don't know where... Bro, where is the freaking chest, bro? Am I like going blind? Here. Somebody's here. Alright. Seems like there's two people here, bro. Doubles, what do you think, bro? I don't know where this cat's at. I don't know where he's at, bro. Leave me alone. Don't call me. Leave me alone. Don't you see I'm in a battle royale? Doubles, you keep an eye on these stonks.
Yeah.
All right. Because I'm going to have to do something about this fella here. Bye-bye! 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 You punk! Little punkmeister general. How bad was that for you? Was that bad for you? Huh? Huh? You want to play with the bull? You got the horns, bro. I gave you the horns. Why not? Why not, Doubles? Why not? I gave him the eye! I tell you. Aye. I just got sent to the lobby. You got sent to the lobby. You got sent to the lobby. You're a punk. You see? You're a punk. He thought he was just gonna chill there. He thought I was afraid. No. No, I'm healing. Look at Doubles. Look. Ooh, man, I wish I had mobility right now, bro. Ooh, I would smoke this guy. My goodness gracious. Migration, Doubles, migration. DBL moms, there's enemies, I tell ya. In here, bro. Bye-bye! Surprise, 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 fellow.
Surprise!
He got eliminated. Yup, 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 yup. He got eliminated. He got eliminated. Yup, yup, yup. He got dolly, golly jeepers. Don't you feel bad for them?
No.
No, these are the same cats that would be emoting, blah, blah, blahing, you know. The donkey thing, right? I feel like I should go high, bro.
I don't know if there's somebody there, though.
There's definitely somebody there.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? There's planes over here, bro. There's planes over here, bro. And the funny thing is, I don't really have great weapons, bro. Let's get a share party. Let's get to 500.
500.
Hyundai, baby. Hyundai. Enemy right there, bro. To the room, Mararaka! Really, bro? You're gonna be that guy? This guy's gonna start a dog fight here? Fine, bro. Fine, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. This is no bueno. I don't want to be in a dogfight, bro. Bada bingo! Oh man, that was not good, bro.
Well, time to land. Not there.
Bada bingo! Bada bingo! Bingo, 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 baby! Give me that. I know, I got you, bro. Relax.
And if you don't take that sniper, that's a cardinal sin.
Doubles, I'm not gonna take the sniper. You know why? Because there's a P90.
Don't take the P90 and the sniper.
I guess I could, right?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. P90. What is this? A pump? A Pumpasaurus Rex, bro? It's okay, bro.
Snipe these snipers.
I like that, bro. Is it?
Yes.
I wish I had heals, bro. The circle's not available yet. Doubles. No. I gotta like wait until this like starts to pull back. You know what I mean? I guess I could land here, right?
That's where the enemy is.
Alrighty. Alright, let's go there. Right there, let's go there. Alright. I got some crazy loot, but I don't have any heals, bro. But I got me some hot doubles.
Keep an eye on that building in front of
That's my build, bro. Yep, that was from previous fight, bro. The previous fight, brother. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. Where you at, fella? Where you at, fella? Where's the beef?
Where's the... Oh, he's flying. He's in the balloon. He's a balloon.
Where? Wait. Chill, bro. He's right there. I'm one shot, dude. You know that, right? Right there, bro. He's not seeing me. He didn't see me yet. He saw me. He just saw me. Doubles, chill. Nothing I could do, doubles. Nah, I didn't have a clear shot. I was one shot, dude. I was one shot. All right, Salmon Trader wants ASST. Let's take a look at it. He said it. Well, I'm not going to repeat what he said. But ASST, he said what some folks believe. All right, yeah, it's barcoding. So yeah, it's looking kind of yeah, it's barcoding. I mean, it is something that a lot of folks are talking about, but it just doesn't have the volume. Nobody's really paying any mind to it. It's on that nobody's paying mind to it. You know? Yeah, nobody.
People end up requesting it, and it's like it needs volume.
Yep, it needs volume. It needs volume, I tell you. Let's go take a look at another stonk. Let's get a share party. Let's get to 600, 700. Let's go and do it.
Yep.
Let's go and do it. Let's go and do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Dot, dot, dot. Do it. Do it. Dot, dot, dot. Do it. Do it. Let's see. PCSA. Let's take a look at it. Still in the pennant, but the pennant looks like it's breaking down, so I'm not really loving that. Let's do this. Make it a little bit more obvious. There you go. You can see it's breaking down. I don't like that. So this is an irregular top, and it needs some volume. It's got to get above VWAP. You know, VWAP is $6.80. So PCSA, ATPC, inexpensive stock, risky. Trying to break the VWAP, did break the VWAP. Let's give it a Fibonacci retracement. You know what I mean? Not a stock that I personally would trade, but let's give it a Fibonacci. Why not? Resistance at 17, support at 15, support at 14, resistance at 18, resistance at 19, but you're going to have significant resistance at 17 because that was the latest high point. So that could form a double top if volume doesn't help it out. The RSI is moving upward, and we're just going to see what happens. We still have 40 minutes for power hour. Let's get a share party going on. Let's get to 600, 700, 800. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go take a look at YCBD. YCBD. This is the cannabis play, and it is breaking down out of the channel. So I'm going to get rid of this channel, even though it was moving along for quite a while, up 56%, but now it's forming what looks to be a double top. So that could be a potential breakdown in price action. There's a top over here, and there is also another top over here. So I don't like the way that's looking, because that could potentially lead to a flush. And we can see that the RSI is dipping. And if the flush happens, it could very well take the price action below VWAP, which makes it a much more bearish type of a setup. So right now, this is what YCBD looks like. It looks like it might potentially do a flusharoon, as we don't like to say, but that's what it looks like it's doing. 57%. Is where it's at. It's a 9 million float stock. It had nice rotation, 138 million shares of volume. So the rotation was redonkulous doubles. You know what I mean? About 14 times the float was the float rotation on this. So that was pretty good. But as I like to say, what have you done for me lately? VYNE, a biotech, had news, but it pumped and then it dumped and then it tried to recover and it dumped again. So it really needs to prove that it's going to curl back up. It needs to get beyond this VWAP at 68 cents to be schmaxy. But right now, not schmaxy. MGRT, it's got significant resistance at $8.35. It's forming what appears to be a cup and handle. Okay, it's on relatively light volume. It's a 4 million float stock with 1 million in volume. But it's up right now 46%, and 4 million is a low float. So if it gets some volume love, maybe we'll get a test of the high. It needs to break $8.35. RSI is relatively neutral. Obviously, the volume candles are low. We still have 38 more minutes before the power hour. The power hour doubles, you know what I mean? So we're going to see what happens. We're going to put this on high simmer doubles. High simmer. Hopefully it'll form a cup and handle bull pattern and get some volume, you know what I mean? That's what we're looking for. That there is what we're looking for. Let's take a look at MDLNI. I think this was an IPO that it IPO'd today. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah. So it took off like a rocket. More expensive right now, $38. It's extended. It's extended, and there's not a lot of data on it, obviously, because it's an IPO. But I'm guessing, that if it can hold a level, we might get something. But we could see that the 9 EMA and the VWAP are obviously quite separated. But again, there's not a lot of data on the VWAP because the stock literally IPO'd an hour or two ago. So, not for me. Not for me, doubles. Not for me. Too rich for my blood, bruh. Too rich. JM Group. JMJ continues to drift upward. It's a 12 million float stock, and it only has 686,000 shares. You could see it on the custom scanners that we're sharing with you from our Discord community. Okay, so it just doesn't have the volume love. DBVT also was popping up earlier, and now it's popping up again. But, not looking particularly, the chart's not looking particularly great. I mean, it's trying to pierce the VWAP. We'll see what happens with it. It is a 33 million float stock and only 4 million volume. So, you know what I mean? Doubles. Like that. What was the one that I liked? MGRT, but it needs volume. MGRT, it needs volume. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one. What else? Let's take a look at the top gainer again, PCSA. It's independent, but it's breaking down.
RSLV.
Which one?
Romeo Sierra Lima Victor.
RSLV. Somebody asked for RSLV. Okay. I typed it wrong. RSLV. Let's take a look at what? No. Give it to me again.
Romeo Sierra Lima Victor.
No such animal.
That's what the guy asked.
Okay. No, that's RZ. It's RZ.
RZLV.
Yeah, Justin. Okay, yeah, Justin asked for RZLV. All right, let's take a look at it. Okay, got it. All right, let's take a look and see if there's any news on it. RZLV. Let's take a look and see what the news situation is, and let's see what the float and volume situation is. All right, so what do we got over here? Do we have any news on this particular ticker? It doesn't look like it. Wednesday there was some news. Northland Securities keeps their buy rating on Resolve in a report released today. So there's a buy rating on it from an analyst. That doesn't really give, again, I don't put too much emphasis in what analysts say because whatever. They, a lot of times they get paid for that type of stuff. So I don't usually put too much into that. The float is how much?
247.3 million.
Okay, so 247 million float, and to give you some context, the volume is only 19 million, almost. Well, let's call it 20 million. Okay.
Session volume right now is 54.
Oh, it's 54 million. Okay. Sorry, that was the average volume. Okay, yeah, so the session volume is 54 million, and it has a float of about 250. So the volume is 1/5 of the float. So that's going to be a problem, right? Because it's going to take a lot more volume to move the price action upward. Okay. Now, in addition to that, you could see that there's a huge amount of 5-minute red candles, which indicates to me that they probably diluted. The RSI is very much in the oversold area. And obviously there is a lack of volume. But again, that could change in the next half hour or so if volume comes in from power hour to the stock, but it's selling off. So it really needs to start to curl and move upward. It is in a bearish position. It's below VWAP. I'll go ahead and put a Fibonacci retracement so that we can take a look at some key levels of support and resistance, but it doesn't look great, and it's down almost 20% today. All right, so even though the analysts, gave it a long buy, not necessarily such a wonderful thing. Now, this is a stock I'm guessing that people would be swing trading, not day trading, because it's obviously not moving terribly well right now. So with swing trades, what I like to do, and again, this is not financial advice, I'm just telling you what I do, right? You always have to do your own due diligence. But what I do is I go with longer time frames. So let's go and take a look at what happened, number one, in the past year. Okay, so this is what happened in the past year with the stock. All right, it's been, for the most part, selling off pretty aggressively, okay, for the whole year. All right, and now it had a little bit of a spike as we get closer. So now let's go to 180 days, 4-hour chart. Take a look at what that looks like. Okay, price action still below, okay. Now let's go into a 30-minute chart, and we could see that the price action moved up from where it was, right, with the 30-minute chart, but it formed a double top here, and there goes the sell-off, and it almost round-tripped, right? So my concerns are that this can continue to sell off, and then when we go to the 5-minute chart, which is more recent, that's what I would be using for, to day trade a stock. It continues to move downwards. So what it needs to really do is it needs to show that it can break this downtrend, all right, which means it's going to need a heck of a lot more volume. Remember, this is a 250 million float stock, so it's a very large stock. It's a large cap. It's not a small cap. So it's got to break this downtrend. It needs volume, and the price action needs to get above the VWAP at $2.82. Okay, it doesn't look terrific. But again, I guess if you're swing trading it and you're okay with that volatility, I guess you could be comfortable with it. But that's not how I trade. So for me, it's not for me. It's not my cup of tea. That's not how I trade. I'm more of a day trader, and not only a day trader, but I lean more to a scalping type of pattern in markets that are choppy or not bullish, right? And right now, the markets have been relatively choppy. There's been momentum bursts and then days where there's lulls. So in situations like that, I'm like the Marines. I get in and I get out. All right, we got somebody who asked for PCSA. Let's go check it out. PCSA on Twitter, a request. Let's take a look at it. It's still in that bull pennant. Same bull pennant that we drew a while ago. It is the leading gainer. But it's moving on light volume, but the volume is going up. This is a heavier floated stock, but it's at 56 million. So in contrast to Resolve, which was 250 million, this one's less, but it's still a higher floated stock at 56 million. The volume has gone up. When we first drew the pennant about an hour ago, the volume was 30 million. It's now 32 million. So people are paying attention to it. There was positive news on phase 2 testing because it's a biotech stock. So we're keeping an eye on it. What it has going for it is it's a leading gainer, Okay, and it's in a bull pennant formation, and it has news. What it has not going for it is that the float is really high and the volume is not as high. And in fact, you could see that when the news came out, it moved quite aggressively, where it kept on halting, halting, halting all the way up as it moved up. So it was moving on very light volume in relation to the float, and that's what caused the price spikes because of lack of liquidity, and those price spikes ended up causing it to halt at these various levels, right? And then it finally lost steam. So right now it had formed a double top, an irregular double top here and here, but it is still in a pennant formation. It is below VWAP. VWAP is 680. So we really want to see this 9 EMA curl and break through the 680 point. We want to see the RSI show us that there's more interest in buyers than there is in sellers. Right now it's neutral, and we could see that volume candles has subsided. Now, that being said, it's also still 29 minutes before power hour, right? So power hour is not here yet, and that's when more people come back and trade, and that's when there's a lot more liquidity. So hopefully the liquidity will give this a round two, if you will, in power hours. So we're going to keep an eye on it because it does have that bullish pattern. It does have a catalyst that's relatively strong, and it's almost above VWAP. So if we see that the 9 EMA keeps on going up and curling towards the VWAP, that's going to keep me more interested. If we see that the 9 EMA starts to break down and separate downward away from the VWAP, then my attention span is going to start to diminish pretty significantly. So that's the story with PCSA. Let's take a look at the penny stock, the really cheapo one, ATPC. Let's see what's going on with that one. Okay, so it has hit resistance at the $17 mark. Sorry, 17-cent mark, which is where the previous resistance area was. So it could either form a double top here, or if volume comes in, it could break through, and then you would have resistance at 18 and 19 cents. So we're going to have to see what happens. This stock is a 49 million float stock. Now, again, it's a very inexpensive stock at 17 cents. So there's more leniency when it comes to heavier floated stocks when they're so cheap. But here's the thing that's important with this particular stock. It has 328 million in volume. So you could actually see the float to volume ratio, or volume to float ratio, if you will, on the custom scanners that we're sharing from our Discord community on the stream on the left-hand side. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel at Coach Money.
At Coach Money.
Also, x.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Money.
At Coach Money.
Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Money. We live stream on Twitch as well at Coach Money. And we're also on TikTok at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS, and the screen name there is at Coach Money. And of course, if you'd like to join the Discord community, we have a special for $9.99, so you could check it out. It is obviously an amazing Discord community. Very helpful people. We're there to help you as well. But more importantly, not only do we help you with giving you our opinions on what's going on, right? Because ultimately you have to make the decision, but we also give you the tools and a lot of educational information to help you out. So you'll have access to the breakout scanner, which basically searches for stocks that are potentially going to break out parabolic, as well as this scanner, which is the top gainers or market mover scanner, right? This is also available for you, and it provides both volume and float, which is super important, right? So that you can get a clearer picture as to what's actually going on, right? And there's also great search features available to help you find information about the stocks as to why they're moving, the news, the filings, and much, much more. And of course, one of the great features of the Discord is also the early watch list that we do every single night at 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every single night. We have the early watch list that we give to our community, right? And that early watch list almost always has stocks that run quite parabolic. So, for example, yesterday we had ADTX that was listed as an early watch list. That stock ran earlier in the morning. And, of course, we also had ATPC, which you're looking at right now, which had a parabolic run earlier in the morning as well. So there you have it. Go ahead and click the link in the description or in the pinned comment for your 4-day trial. Let us know. Set your notifications on YouTube, because we also have Microcap Mornings Show at 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with my co-host, the indelible one, the only DBL Nicks in the house, a.k.a. the Rainmaker, and his trusty compatriot, the parabolic huntress herself, the one and only. We call her the Serengeti specialist, the ABCD bushy tail specialist, constantly looking for parabolic runners, pre-market into opening. That's what they do in the Microcap Morning Show, DBL Bombs. There you go. It's not a party without DBL Bombs. Let me tell you, she's a party animal, I tell you. She's a Serengeti specialist. She's just getting all those ABCDs, Parabolics for the community. So let's go ahead and get a dub for the community right now. We're at 920 folks right now. If you have questions, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat, and we're going to try to get another. We're going to try to get a dub, man. It's been kind of dry, bro. You know, it's been kind of dry. We're going to let some of these stonks cook. Let's go back to PCSA. Keep an eye on it because it wasn't that pennant formation. Hopefully, it's going to break out of that pennant instead of breaking down. So far, not yet, but we still have another 24 minutes. So by the time we get done with this game, we should be at power hour doubles. At power hour. Yeah. Like that. That was like that. Yeah. 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 You know, PCSA is still putting on some volume, you know? It went from 30 million to 32 million, so that's promising. I really just want to see that 9 EMA start curling upward. You know what I mean? I want to see it curl upward, and I want to see it get through the VWAP. That would make me feel a lot better. You know what I mean? Doubles, you know? That's what I'm saying, you know? That's what I'm talking about right there. What's going on here? There we go. There you go, you rotten scoundrel, yeah. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! So that's what's going on there. Let's get that share party. Let's get to the first 1,000. We're at 925 doubles, 925. Let's get a share party going on. We're looking at PCSA on the charts right now. ATPC 73%, YCBD 59%, VYNE 54%, MGRT 51%, and the IPO stock MDLN 31%. Doubles 31%. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Da 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 da. See, I'm looking at PCSA. I wanted to turn on a 9 EMA so badly, doubles, you know? I could taste it. Until that happens, I'm not going to be particularly happy with it. But again, I know I got to be patient because there's still 22 minutes doubles before power hour. Is this guy going to go to my... Get out of here. Get away from me, fella. Get away from me. Alright, doubles. Alright, doubles. Double trouble. Double trouble. Double trouble. That's what we're talking about. Ooh, I want that rift to go right there. I want it. I don't necessarily need that. Maybe we'll go with that. What do you think, doubles? Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Ooh, slurpy slurp, bruh. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is wrong with you, bro? Oh, really? What happened, bro? What happened, bro? What happened, bro? What happened, Billy Bad? What happened, Billy? What happened, bro? What happened, bro? Yeah, you gonna do that to Coach, huh? All right. I feels you. All right, no, he tried to play me, bro. He tried to play me, brother. Didn't go very well for him, but he tried. My goodness. My gracious. Huh, rotten scoundrel. Yeah, rotten scoundrel, yeah. Oh, he's watching. Oh, you're watching? Here. Watch, check it out. That's for you, bruh. Oh, yeah. What happened, bruh? What happened, bruh? What happened, bruh? Huh. Did you see that clown, dude? Oh, my gracious. What a silly bird. He thought he was going to do that to the coach, bro. Did you see that? Doubles, did you see? He didn't get the memo, bro? Get out of town, bro. What is this? Somebody's landing over here, bro. Okay. Alright. Somebody's here. Go up, doubles. Why not? Why not? Stacy said they're going to get relisted soon as they can hold $1. I got 560 shares at 9 cents. Are you talking about which stock are you talking about? ATPC? Is that the one you're talking about? There's a stock, oh, Zapata, that's when computing left, got delisted, I held on to them, and they came back and changed names. CEO. Do you have the ticker? Stacy, can you give me the ticker? Alright, I don't know where this guy went to, bro. I don't know where this guy went to, bro. I'm just gonna get out of here, bro. He's hiding and I'm not in the mood. Zapata Quantum. Alright, there's no ticket because it got delisted. That's right, it makes sense, okay. That makes sense. I'll keep an eye on it. Thank you so much for sharing that with the community. With the community. Doubles. So, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I've decided that when I take these planes, bro, I'm going to, like, not really use them in endgame, bro. You know why? You got like a bullseye on you. Everybody's going after you, you know? It was ZPTA. It sounds familiar. But I think it will change as soon as it gets relisted. Well, I appreciate that, and I hope it makes a ton of money for you, because it sounds like you got quite a bit of money into it. Somebody's right there, bro. I just messed them up, doubles? I don't know, bruh. I don't know where you wanna go, but I messed them up. I don't know, but I messed you up. Doubles, Oh, migration, bro. Oh, migration. Doubles, was that mean? Tell me if that was mean, bro. I don't really want to get rid of this. I don't want to get rid of the sniper, bro. I'm kind of liking it, so I'm gonna hold on to it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hold it. Why not? Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's fly away. Fly away. 41 bucks, but now it's 516 value. Yeah, right. I wish you'd gotten more too. Woo-wee! Let's go, Stacy. Let's go, baby. Let's go! I like that. I like when my folks make money. Love it. I don't like it, I love it. Right, doubles? Oh, look, there's enemies here. Look at that. Look at that. They're fighting each other, these fellas. I don't really feel like I want to get involved in that. But I think I might partake in some of the festivities. Why not? Why not? Where are they at, bro? I don't want to get into a dogfight, though. I don't really care for it. You know what I mean? I don't care for it. Look, this guy. He tried to sneak up behind me, bro. Bada binga. How'd you do, bro? How'd it go for you? Was it good for you? I better get out of here, bro. I'm gonna get out of here, bro. Bye-bye. To the roof. To the roof. You jumped out, bro. Bro. This is not working out for me, bro. I mean, I guess I should continue though. I don't know. You know what? This is not working for me, bro. I'm gonna go. I'm out of here, bro. Man, what is going on? Take care, Stacy. Be well. Man, they're chasing, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this vessel, bro. I gotta get out of here, bro. I gotta go. 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 Don't go. I gotta go. I gots to go, bro. I gots to go. It wants me to. They want me to go, bro. But you know what, bro? I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, bro. Honestly, I don't like being up in the air in endgame because you are like a major target, bro. You know? Perhaps I will move up to some other area. Let me get myself situated. I don't have any heals also. I don't like that either. I don't like that, Doubles. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. You know, Doubles, I don't like it. I don't. I want to get up to that 3 trees thing. Nope. Now, where did that come from? Where did that come from, bro? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna move, Doubles. I'm gonna move. You know what I mean? Ha! My man said he also trades while he's on Fortnite. Let's go!
Yes, sir.
Skewered, let's go. How long you been playing, brother? I kind of figured that there was going to be a lot of people that trade and play Fortnite. It just seems like it goes well together, you know? I love it. You know, people were like, why are you playing Fortnite? Because Pow Wow didn't start yet. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I, right? Yeah, Pow Wow didn't start. There are updated maps changed. I think they did update the main Fortnite like a day or two ago. I haven't played the main ones since the update. And this one, this is Season 7, so they definitely updated this one relatively recently. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to get rid of the sniper, bro. You know, I just feel like I should. Yeah. So yeah, just out of curiosity, if you heard my question, I'm just wondering, what season did you start playing? What chapter and what season? Because I actually started in this season right here, chapter 1, season 7. Yeah, right, Doubles, me and you. Look at this, the plane gate petered out over here. Look at that. I'm not going to mess with the plane right now. I don't want to. But I do want to get out of this valley. Let's see. A weird, what's going on here? Why is my player not moving? Alright, what's going on here? There's people on that building right there. I don't like that. There's a lot going on over there. But I gotta move in, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to waste the rift right now either. You know? Doubles, I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste the rift. I don't want to, I tell you. Skew said that MGRT halted up. Good. Good. And also ATPC, huh? Alright, well, we're going to check it out as soon as we're done with this game. We're going to check it out. This game should end right around power hour, so we'll start checking out the different stonks. I feel like I should be up there. You started chapter 4. Wow, you are... Chapter 4 is... Oh, okay, I thought you meant season 4. Okay, chapter 4, not bad. I remember chapter 4. Yep, I should get up there, bro. I should get up there. Do you play build, no build, or both? And do you play the regular Fortnite? Or OG like me? Or... I actually play both. There's got to be somebody in there. You know that, right, bro? Yep. Bye-bye. See you, fella. What happened? You left, bro. What happened, bro? What happened, bro? What happened, bro? What happened, bro? What happened, fella? I know you're near here. Where are you? Bye, fella. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
What do you think about that, Skew? Come on, baby. Come on now, fella. I made it rain confetti. Let's get that shit party. Let's get to 1200. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Power hour 6 minutes away, baby. Somebody's coming, bruh. All right. Gonna need to move. How many fellas are there? That drop is right there, too. I feel like I should take it. mats, bro. This guy took my map, my build. Dude, oh, so unfortunate, bro. So unfortunate. Now, you know what? He probably just caused himself the game. Let's see. Let's see if he makes it. Does he make it? We still got time for power hours. 4 minutes. So let's see what. Oh, look at this guy with the RPG, bro. Bro, come on, bro, come on, bro. Come on, fella. You little conniving hider. You little hider, you. No, oh, no, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, my. I know, bro. Right? I should have carried a pump instead of attack. A pump would have beat him. I had him so many times that attack is not strong enough. Not at all. Maybe I should have switched to the P90, but you know what? Hindsight is 2020. It's 2020. You just gave up height, my fella. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh man, what is that? Yeah! Woo! I gotta tell you, bro. I mean, I didn't win these, but I got the satisfaction of the guy. I'm that salty, bro. The person
salty, I swear.
I'm not salty at all, but if you eliminated me, I kind of root against you. All right, let's take a look at some of the songs. Let's do that, Doubles. Let's do that. Right? All right. So, all right, we're looking at PCSA. I'm just afraid with this stock because the 9 EMA just won't get above the VWAP. Now, granted, we still have 2 minutes for power hour. We'll see what happens, but it's formed what could also be an irregular double top, and the volume pattern has not been what I want it to be. It's a 56 million float stock and 33 million volume. So there's just not a lot of volume, and I'm not seeing the RSI start to curl upward to make me feel comfortable with this one. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping for the best, but I don't know. ATPC, little penny stock joint. It's still trending upward, but it has significant resistance at 17. You could see that it basically looks like it has an irregular double top right at the 17 mark right here, and it rejected. So we need to see the price action curl upward. The 9 EMA is still above the VWAP, so hopefully volume will come in and we'll see a curl upward on this particular stock. We're hoping for it. All right, VYNE. This stock just sold off a lot after running pretty strong. VYNE pre-market ran pretty strong. What am I doing here? Come on. Let's try it again. VYNE. But it's really just not moving, you know, Doubles. I mean, I'm going to give it a Fibonacci retracement, but this 90 EMA is not making its way above the VWAP, so that's kind of concerning. It's still early. There's still, you know, a lot of time for power hour. Power hour officially just started, but we have resistance areas right at 66 cents, 68 cents, and 73 cents, and we have support at 63 and 60, right? So we need to see more of a curve and a move upward for VYNE to be Shemexy. They had merger news, but again, you know, that was earlier in the morning, and that was the parabolic run. But what have you done for me lately? Now let's take a look at the cannabis stock YCBD. And obviously that's running because the presidency is talking about changing the registration of cannabis, blah, 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 etc. But it's formed what looks to be a double top. It is still above VWAP, so that's good. But I'm concerned that the price action is going to dip. I want to see some volume come in and see a curl so that this actually becomes a descending wedge bull reversal. But right now, not seeing that. No, nothing crazy today. You're right, Skew. It's been a come see, come saw type of day, you know. Yesterday, the earnings came in, that kind of slowed the momentum. And then to, uh, Donnie Boy over there said that he's going to have a speech at 9 o'clock at night. So that usually, every time he speaks, usually things kind of chill because they want to see which way the market's going to go. So you got that going on, right? So I'm guessing, everybody's like waiting and seeing, it's kind of like when the FOMC is going to have its meetings or CPI is going to come out.
Yeah.
You held it from 60 cents? Nice, man. Nice. Which one? Are you talking about YCBM or are you talking about another ticker? Because that is definitely a nice move if you're talking about this ticker. Let's take a look at ISPO. ISPO. That's got to be like some kind of a merger or something like that. So that's nothing worthwhile. MDLN, that was a IPO that happened just now, and this is why I didn't jump on it. Yeah, you made a couple of grand on AMCI. That was running for 2 days, man. That was a lovely stock. AMCI, lovely. AMC Robotic, lovely stock. I'm glad to hear it, bro. I love hearing when people make money. Tell me. I like to hear it. I love hearing people make money. That's why I'm Coach Nick Money, bro. I'm just saying. Now, here's the reason why I don't like these IPOs unless I could get in early. And right now, they're just risky, But look at these tails right here. Look at how much the price action dropped on these last two tails. So this is not for me. No. BENF. Let's take a look at that one. All right, that's trending upward. The company announced that it appointed somebody named Kangjuri as a chairman of the board. Okay, all right. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. It's moving upward. It's up 31%. DBVT moved earlier in the morning a little bit. DBVT, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. The shares are trading higher because the company announced top-line results from the phase 3 trial. So it's a biotech with a positive phase 3, 28%. But again, 33 million float. So here's a heavy float, and it only got 4 million volume. So, the heavier float makes it harder for these stocks to go parabolic. So that's the story. I'm going to take a look at PCSA again, PCSA, because it is in this pennant formation. I'm hoping that it breaks out of this pennant. I really want to see this curl. We are in power hour now. It's 3:03 p.m. So we are officially in power hour. It has news. Heavier floated, but again, it keeps on chipping away. When we first started watching it on stream, it had 30 million volume, and now it's up to 34 million. So hopefully more volume will come in, and this pennant will break out, and we'll see another run from PCSA. Let's see what happens with it, folks. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel at Coach Nick Money. And you also want to make sure you're following us on X.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Nick Money. Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money. We live stream on Twitch as well at Coach Nick Money. And also we're on TikTok at DBLNix. At DBLNICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Power Play. We have a morning show called Microcap Mornings at 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take a look at it. Check it out. It's good stuff. Skew said OCG tanked again. Think it can go up again. These China stocks, I know that they're wild, bro. I don't think that they're for new traders. I think it's something that if you've been in the game for a while and you understand them, you can make money with them. But it's not for the faint of heart. And yeah, it doesn't look good right now. But again, I mean, it went absolutely bonkers. What, last week I think it was? Yeah, look at this. Look at this craziness. Look at this craziness. Look at this, Stubbles. Look at this. 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 Absolute insanity. So it was $20 down to 15 cents. But if you're good at getting in and out of the positions, and you got the right equipment and the right gear and good scanners and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. But definitely not for the faint of heart, and definitely not if in my opinion, if you're using a phone and you're trying to do it that way, too much of a delay on that stuff, man. No bueno, bro. All right. Justin's talking about ATPC dropping. Yeah, well, that's those penny stocks, man. They're scary. They are scary. Yeah, you're 100% right. That was that double top we talked about. That's what I was concerned about when it hit the 17-cent mark. That was significant resistance and it failed, right? So that's where the key levels of support and resistance come into play. Now it's below VWAP, so that becomes an issue, and it's also becoming oversold. So yeah, you know. And I got to tell you, these cheap stocks sometimes that they're not really worth it because they're too damn volatile. I like trading stuff that's a little bit more expensive. Skew said exactly. Yep, 100%. So, folks, like I said, the link is in the description and in the pinned comment for the 4-day trial for the Discord community if you'd like to join it. Okay, it's $9.99. All right. Why is it $9.99? Because it keeps all the potential scammers and people that are kicking tires out. I want serious people to join the community, right? We're not one of those pumping type of communities. We're legitimately looking for stocks that are going to move, right? So we've got scanners that we provide in the Discord. You're looking at the market mover scanners that we actually have in the Discord right now. So we have several scanners. We have a breakout scanner. We also have news features that tell you what the catalysts are for these stocks. If you're interested in the stock, you also have the search feature for that. The scanners themselves tell you float and volume, very important, the direction that the stock's going in, all of that stuff. We put a lot of time and effort into the Discord. So, we joke around a lot, but do not mistake that for us not being serious about trading. The trading is something that we're very serious about. And, obviously we want to have fun. And we figured, we're going to do this power play show, and it's been received pretty well. Because we're basically streaming just before Power Hour, and we know that Power Hour is going to be pretty much, very slow until, anything before Power Hour is going to be very slow, right? So that's the reason why we said, let's do some gaming, let people ask questions, let's interact, and let's look at what stocks are moving and chart for the people, and have a conversation with them. So that's why we decided to do Power Play. Everybody's like, oh, why are you doing gaming with stocks? Because I want to.
Yeah.
I want to.
I want to.
Wow. You want strictly stocks? That's, yeah.
Power
Play. Power Play. Yeah, Skew. The name of the show is Power Play, right? Because we get ready for Power Hour by looking at the stocks, right? And then, the play portion of it is obviously Fortnite. But the morning show is Microcap Mornings, and that's catching parabolic runners at 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right into the open. Right, and that's with DBL Nix, right? DBL Nix in the house, who's my co-host here, and he's the rainmaker, and he's the star of the show Monday through Friday on Microcap Mornings. So go ahead and set your notifications on for that on YouTube at Coach Nick Money. All right, folks, I call y'all indelibles for a reason. All right. I want you guys to achieve your goals and aspirations. I want you to succeed. I want you guys to be positive for other people, be a great role model. It's so much more fun when people are making money and doing well together. Together.
Yes, sir.
Right? Absolutely. All right. And I call you indelibles because I want you to leave your mark, and I want your mark to be unerasable, aka indelible, baby. Yay. Indelible. You guys are amazing. I want to thank you all for joining us. All right. We know that we wouldn't be able to put these shows out without you guys being part of the community. So I want to thank you for all that. Yay. All right. I want to tell you, bottom line, you guys are amazing. All right. You allow us to have some laughs with you, share some ideas about trading and stuff like that, and all of that. So we want to thank you very much, and we'll see you on the show tomorrow, Microcap Mornings at 8:20 a.m. in the morning.